What's up, guys? This is Zach for Harder here, and today we're talking about my experience shooting the WNBA. Yes, you heard it, the WNBA, women's basketball. And a lot of you guys probably never watched the WNBA game, don't pay attention, don't care. Maybe some of you maybe made some terrible comments about women's basketball. It's all good, we're all young, and they should get the same respect as male athletes do. Different talk for another video. But today I'm just going to talk about my experience shooting with the Seattle Storm. Shooting with the Seattle Storm was super dope. How I got the opportunity with the Seattle Storm was pretty crazy and super simple. And probably the easiest thing I ever done is I was at my retail job, my regular 9-to-5 type job. This customer came, well, not this person came in, and he was an assistant coach for the Seattle Storm. His name was Wnba, a really good friend of mine now, and he was super cool. He gave me the opportunity. We were just talking about basketball, and then just talking about photography. It's like, hey, have you ever thought about shooting a WNBA game? I was like, yeah, I'm down. So forward to May 25th, 2019, I got to shoot my first WNBA game. But 5 years before, in my senior year of high school, and I was shooting my high school sports, which is super dope. And it's funny to think about one of my favorite sports to shoot in high school was women's basketball, or girls basketball at the time. And which I just think it's super funny and just how ironic it is. And May 25th, 2019, it's kind of crazy. This is the year when Sue Bird was out for the season because I think her knee was hurting again. And this is when Breanna Stewart tore her ACL or MCL. I don't remember which one, but she was out for the season too. She tore it over during Russia. Then this kind of sparked the whole conversation, how WNBA players are not getting paid enough to go into the league, so they have to go overseas to get paid more. But that's, like I said, that's a different talk. So just shooting that, I shot the ring ceremony. That was the first game I shot, was the ring ceremony, because the 2018 season is when they won the championship. So it was super cool. We're on the hot season. 2 stars. The best 2 players on the team are out with injuries for the year, and so it's an underdog team. So I'm kind of with the underdogs for the year, which is super cool. I love the underdog story. Shooting it was super sick. Just like the atmosphere of the fans who actually don't care and enjoy women's basketball was dope. And just like fans in the crowd, the yelling, the music, the atmosphere, genuine love for the game. So I'm happy to be there. I enjoy sometimes when I shoot. I miss camera shots because I just watch the game even though you're not supposed to do that. Well, you could do that, but for photo wise, you need to. But I shot with it most of the time with this camera, my Canon 6D. I haven't used this in a long time, but this is the camera I used, and my and I also use my Canon 70-200 lens most of the time too, just to get long shots. And it was super dope, just meeting all these players throughout the season, just getting to more know people, like some of the coaches. I've met the owner / GM of the Storm. It was super dope. She liked me a lot. And just like I said, meeting the players throughout the year, just making friends who work in the sports industry, like my friend Meredith, who's super dope. She works for Bleacher Report, and she's an amazing photographer. Yeah, throughout the season, I just met a couple people. I met some of the staff, yada yada yada. And this year was like kind of big for women's sports in general, because this is when the U.S. national women's soccer team was kind of making some noise in media, because I forgot what Donald Trump said in particular. All I know, Meg Rapinoe advocates for like Black Lives Matters a lot. So shout out Meg, shout out Sue. And with this, Sue and Meg Rapinoe are dating. If you don't know who Meg Rapinoe is, she's an amazing soccer player, dating Sue Bird, sports power couple, a lot of achievements in sports, 2 sports legends, basically. And like Meg Rapinoe scored a goal or something, then she did like this pose, and was all on Sports Illustrated. Then Donald Trump was talking shit. So that was a lot of noise. Then it kind of had to bring attention to women's basketball because Sue Bird is dating Meg. And like witnessing that, just seeing the media asking her so many questions. I'm just like just like watching, like spectating how it's going down. It was super cool to see like how real life in the sports media works. So that was kind of like my first taste of realness. But like my overall routine, like for like shooting storm games, was basically get there an hour early, get some warm up. When they're doing warm ups, take some photos, get some warm up shots, get my finger rolling, set my settings into the lighting situation of the stadium, because both the stadiums were super different. Shoot, go to my, because sometimes I had a spot with the Seattle Storm. They would put me on baseline, which was super cool to me, because shooting baseline is shooting under the basket basically, where the photographer is just basically right next to the basket. So that was super cool doing that in professional sports. So that was super tight. And yeah, I just made some of my favorite images. I remember them just like of my players, just of the players, just like behind the scenes. Like during timeouts, I love capturing that. There's this photo I took of Jordan Canada, number 21. There's like in the photo, it's like dark. The shadows at the Husky Stadium were like kind of making this slit of light onto her, and in the background it's like 4.3 seconds left, and Jordan Canada is standing here in that super top position, and it's an amazing photo because it tells a story. And when I was shooting the Seattle Storm, it kind of brought me away from concert photography. I love concert photography, I love music, and I'm always gonna do it, but that path of trying to be a professional concert photographer, I wasn't really feeling it anymore, because I wasn't making enough money. I just kind of lost the love I had for it, but I still love shooting concert photography. But with sports, I want to create something, I want to create a photo in particular that if you look at it, you know what's happened. I want to capture the raw emotions of athletes. So, like I said, I just want to take a photo of something that if you look at it, you're always going to remember that photo. Basically how Jordan had that shot photo of him shooting the game winner over Craig Elo. Kobe Bryant spreading his arms to the crowd. I want to create a photo like that. So I'm happy I had the opportunity shooting sports, shooting the women's basketball, because it kind of brought me my attention. Like, these women are people, they're athletes, they're real, they go through a lot every day. They see a lot of shit on the internet and saying how women aren't athletes, but they are, obviously. Yeah, and people ask me why I like shooting the WNBA. Let's just say I have too much love for the game.